Chapter 1, Why Change Starts Now. It's 8:47 p.m. on a Friday night, and Sarah's living room is bathed in the soft glow of her laptop screen. Her friends are out, laughing over cocktails, but she's here, scrolling through social media, feeling like the world is moving forward without her. She's tired, not just physically, but soul-deep tired. Sound familiar? Sarah's problem wasn't lack of ambition. It was something more insidious. She didn't believe she deserved more. This chapter is for anyone who's ever felt like Sarah. Here's the truth: you can rewrite your story, starting now. And it begins with 3 core principles. 1. You are not your past. Too often, we define ourselves by what's already happened. Maybe you've failed before. Maybe you've been told you're not enough. But let me tell you something radical: your past doesn't dictate your future. The moment Sarah stopped seeing herself as a failure and started seeing herself as someone in control of her destiny, everything changed. Here's your challenge: rewrite your inner narrative. Replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am becoming the person I've always wanted to be." This shift is not just about positive thinking, it's about creating a foundation for new actions. Take a moment to think about the labels you've accepted over the years. Are you bad with money, not creative, or unlucky in love? These labels are not facts, they are stories you've told yourself. Change the story, and you change your reality. Let's look at James, a corporate employee who always thought of himself as mediocre. After a workshop on mindset, he decided to stop saying, "I can't do that," and started asking, "What would it take to make this possible?" Over a year, he not only received a promotion but also launched a side business that doubled his income. The power wasn't in magic, it was in his mindset. Now think about your own life. Where have you been holding yourself back because of the stories you've been telling? Write them down. Then cross them out. Replace them with new, empowering narratives. 2. The small win strategy. Transformation doesn't require grand gestures. It's built on small, deliberate actions. Think of it like this: a single drop of water might not seem like much, but over time, it can carve a canyon. Sarah started small. 1 push-up became 10. 10 minutes of journaling became an hour of deep self-reflection. Your task: identify one thing you can do today, just one, that aligns with the person you're becoming. For example, let's meet Raj. He wanted to run a marathon but hadn't exercised in years. Instead of focusing on the daunting 26.2 miles, he committed to walking 10 minutes a day. That 10 minutes turned into 20, then 30. 6 months later, he completed his first 5K. The key? Consistency over intensity. Small wins create momentum. They also boost confidence. Science calls this the progress principle. We're more likely to keep going when we see tangible results, no matter how small. Write down one small win you can achieve today and let that be your first drop of water. Imagine this: by this time next month, you could have 30 small wins stacked up. Each one a step closer to the person you're striving to become. That's the power of small actions. 3. The power of belief. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. That's not just a clever quote, it's a universal truth. When Sarah started to believe in herself, her world transformed. She didn't suddenly gain more hours in the day or an extra dose of talent. She simply stopped doubting her ability to change. Belief is contagious. It starts with you and spreads to others. Think about the last time you felt confident. Did people treat you differently? When you believe in yourself, the world reflects that belief back to you. Take Lisa, a struggling artist who always told herself, "Nobody values my work." After hearing a podcast about mindset, she decided to act as if her art was already valuable. She raised her prices, started showcasing her work online, and within months, she sold her first piece for $5,000. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's clarity about your worth. Ask yourself, what would happen if I believed, fully and completely, that I could succeed. Hold on to that thought. Let it guide you. Here's a practical tip: start each morning by affirming your belief in yourself. Say it out loud, even if it feels awkward. I am capable of achieving greatness. Over time, these words become a part of you. A quick exercise. Pause here for a moment. Grab a notebook or open your Notes app. Write down 3 things you want to achieve by the end of 2025. Be bold. Dream big. Then, next to each one, jot down a single step you can take this week to move closer to it. As you write, feel the excitement of those goals coming to life. Imagine the version of you who has already achieved them. What do they think? How do they act? This exercise is not just about planning, it's about creating a roadmap for your transformation. Remember, no goal is too big if broken into smaller steps. The vision of who you want to be should excite and challenge you. Let's make 2025 the year you become unstoppable. Now, imagine you've taken those steps. You're starting to see momentum. But here's the twist: what happens when doubt creeps in? When old habits try to pull you back? In part 2, we'll explore how to push through resistance and unlock levels of potential you didn't even know existed. Get ready, your transformation is just beginning.